Good, beautiful Wednesday morning, everybody. It's a brand new, beautiful day. Welcome to this world of consciousness and creation, because that's where you are. You're in a realm of consciousness and creation, and you get to create your life. You get to create your life. It's not going to be made for you by anybody. You get to create it or not. You have certain things. Today, I have with me the energy of a group called the Divine Collective, which is a collection of galactics and ascended masters. And they want to discuss the concept of why you have a body. Why do you need a body? What's the purpose of having it? And it's a very fascinating subject. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Hassan. Good to see you, brother. Yeah. So we are in this wonderful place of creation right now, collectively and individually. And it's really important you understand that your body is not the locus of who you are. It's the locus of your expression point in this physical dimension. We'll get into it a little bit more. Just give people time to come in here. Hi, TikTok. Welcome. Good morning, Angel. How are you doing? Yeah, she's hoping to create a better way of making money. You know, they keep telling me the same things. It's really important to understand the correlation between energy and matter, emotion and matter. Emotion and energy are synonymous with each other. They're the same, essentially the same thing in different rates and frequencies of organization, structure, and function. But essentially, all energy is fundamentally the same. In the physical dimension, energy is coordinated by emotion. In the human experience, all our energy is coordinated through the function of emotion. And why do you have a body? Hi, Chris. Hi, Jody. Hi, Joel. Hi, guys. Good afternoon from Chocolate Land. Oh, Switzerland. I love that. Welcome. Hi, Amy. Thank you for following me. I really appreciate it. Yeah. So this group called the Divine Collective, they have been around me for about 1.5 to 2 years, and they often come in when they find it's very important to cause people to become very aware and alert of what the facets of your different being are and how to use them so that you don't get lost in emotion or lost in memory or lost in fear or lost in the body. The reason we were all given a body, because you were given a body by way of creation, your creative process. You were given the body to understand how to create with consciousness, how you create conditions with consciousness using if you think of the body as the point of an inverted pyramid, then you've got infinite knowledge and intelligence coming through to you. It's available to you in your consciousness. And you have to learn how to take that information, that consciousness, and translate it into creative expression in the very same way what you call the divine, which is simply a far more expanded level of consciousness, being able to take information at a higher level and experience the process of creation. It's really important to understand that, to experience the process of creation. Hi, Jacqueline. Good to see you. Yes. And if you don't understand that, it's going to be very difficult. Your body is not who you are. Please understand this. Your body is not who you are. It's the vehicle that you use while you're here learning the process of conscious creation. That is your ability to fundamentally create as a function of your intelligence, your thought, your emotion, and your actions. That is why you have a physical body, so that you can learn the function of creation in a scale and scope that would not destroy universes and galaxies. You must understand you are like little children in many ways, in that you have this beautiful planet and you have that beautiful body and this beautiful environment. And if your creative energies were completely free flowing, for those of you that do not know how to control your own minds and your own thoughts and your emotions, there's a process you have to go through to learn to do that. But we can assure you that your thoughts and your emotions are not you either. They are elements that you utilize in the function of creation through your physical body. You have that body for this purpose and this purpose only, to learn the function of creation, that you can create conditions that you are in and are maintaining them or changing them as a function of your will. And your body is simply the medium through which that process of creation operates and is experienced by you through your 5 physical senses. Our goal is very simple today, to make you aware of this fact, to realize that the events and circumstances that are occurring around you are also occurring within you. And the more fear, the more love, whatever emotional energy you choose to align yourself to, these energies are what is manifesting the conditions that you experience as your life. And there are fundamental things that you need to learn about the nature and quality of thought, and how the nature and quality of thought restructures your energy that you call emotion into the medium of matter that you experience as your physical reality. As you come to a deeper understanding that your awareness is able to function independent of your body, your thoughts, your memories, and your emotion, then it is from the perspective of awareness that you can begin a process of learning to coordinate and orchestrate your thoughts, your memories, your emotions, and your biology to serve you in the function of creation. And so that you get to experience the delightfulness of creation. And your delightfulness might be a very unpleasant creation, but it is still creation. And if you learn from it, you can learn to create differently. If you learn to understand that the causal nature of energy is that it works through your body and is induced into conditions of time and space to produce your experiences. You are a delightful entity in consciousness, living in this physical dimension with certain restrictions placed upon you in terms of your 5 physical senses. Your physical body does not allow you to conceive that you are part of a greater community, a galactic community, or a universal community, or a cosmic community, because the process of creation must be effectively understood before you go running off among universes and galaxies in the process of creation. You must be conscious. In using your physical instruments as devices of feedback, you can learn to assess, this is a creation I want, or this is a creation I do not want. The function of emotion is to alter and change the nature of manifestation in terms of creation. What you learn to attach your awareness to in terms of emotion and thought become the primary sources that drive your experience of creation in this physical dimension. Coming to this awareness that you are awareness, that is aware of your thoughts, aware of your emotions, aware of the physical body, and that you and you alone are responsible for learning how to coordinate your thoughts, your emotion, your biology in a deliberate function of creation. That is, you have a clear understanding and idea of what you want to create or experience. You may find yourself in a very difficult situation and you say, I don't like this. I didn't ask for this. I didn't mean to have this. I don't want this in my life. But it's a matter of the function of creation. It is in your life so that you can learn more effectively the function of creation. Even in the face of great adversity, if you could align yourself to the emotions that are the opposite of that, no matter how difficult it might appear to you, if you can generate an emotional energy of freedom, of joy, of love, of creativity, of playfulness, if you can generate those energies, then even the most dire of situations can change around you. It can be quite remarkable, the function that you have at your disposal as a creating intelligence, as a divine entity in this encapsulated little planet you call Earth, which is simply just a learning ground. Much the same way as the internal biology of your body is a learning ground for the consciousness of the individual cells, each one learning a function and to perfect that function. Now, your role as a awareness is that it does affect your biology and it does affect your environment. You must understand this, that you affect both biology and environment by how you use emotional energy, consciously or not. But what you are experiencing, you are connected to it internally. And the question of previous lifetimes and bringing experiences forward from other lifetimes is quite sound. You cannot escape the responsibility of creation ever. Through many lifetimes, many dimensions even, you cannot escape the responsibility of creation. It is yours to learn that you are an entity that is capable of changing thought, which changes energy, which changes the manifestation of action through the body. So you have that body as a focal point to gain, let us say, a precise understanding that you can create and cause effects in your life, and that you can create and change effects in your life. And you're using the physical instrument as the mechanism from which you get feedback between yourself and the external environment vis-a-vis the mechanism of your body. Understand, your body is simply a median between your awareness, your thoughts, your emotion, and your external environment. And the body simply gives you information to allow you to assess what are you creating, what is going on in your world, because it can only correlate to several things. What is going on in your world can correlate to your thoughts, your memories, your emotions, quite simply. And those emotions, thoughts, and memories can come from previous lifetimes and even future timelines, but we leave this concept of future timelines out of it because it would simply make this unnecessarily complex. And so this idea of thoughts and memories and emotions that you bring forward with you from what you call your past other lifetimes into this lifetime, you still have the responsibility to learn the function of effectively re-articulating the process of creation so that you master it, so that you understand that effects are causes that you can alter and change as a function of your will, that your suffering is unnecessary if you understand how to change thought and emotion. It will alter what will occur both around your body and within it. You do not have to be bound by the past in the present, which many of you find yourselves living in your past present, the same thing over and over again. You simply have not learned how to liberate yourself from certain thoughts, and you've simply not learned how to generate new emotional energies or to utilize thought to do so. For you can access a thought of great joy and excitement. Even the words joy and excitement have an energy to them. And the very moment you become conscious of the correlation between your ability to select and choose a thought, to experience the emotional energy generated by a specific thought or word or idea or image, then to experience how that thought, that word, that image affects the energy, the emotion, and how that emotion affects your experience of matter, and you gain that experience and that knowledge, you begin a process of your own self-evolution. You begin to awaken to the fact that you are truly a divine entity made in the image and likeness of a consciousness far vaster than the individual personality that you currently call yourself. Many of you think that the name assigned to that body is the sole locus of your identity, and nothing could be further from the truth. And if you come to that understanding, you find yourself much freer and happier when you realize the personality that the world has given me is not who I am, but I am responsible for restructuring this personality so that my creative process is one I am consciously directing and not simply being unconsciously directed into by environmental conditions and surrendering myself to something outside of myself as being able to alter or change the conditions of my experience. That responsibility is exclusively yours. That you, as an awareness, you are independent of thought. You are independent of memory. You are independent of biology. You are independent of the past. You are able to utilize all those aspects of consciousness in the function of creation through the biological mechanism of your body. Your body is simply the point through which you are manifesting the conditions that you see, hear, smell, touch, taste, and feel at any given point. And the moment you alter or change the thought, which alters and changes the energy, what you call emotion, which will alter and change what occurs in your chemical system of your biology, and also what the biology will do in the world as an actual expression. Again, there is no good or evil in the process of creation. There's simply the function of the process of creation. And although your experience will say that is bad and that is good, the function of creation is what is under consideration here. That you have to learn a function of creation that allows you to be able to orchestrate and coordinate thought, memory, emotion, and biology into a conscious process of creation. So you are manifesting conditions that you go, this is what I like. This is what I enjoy. This is creation I can experience. It does not mean you have to. For many of you have gone through lifetimes of great suffering and peril, not understanding, still believing that something out there is the peril. But while there are certainly experiences out there that are unpleasant for your biology, there again, the function of energy and emotion is that it organizes your experiences for you, good, bad, and indifferent. Emotions you carry forward from previous lifetimes, emotions you cultivate in this lifetime, emotions that get imparted to you from the environment. All of these can affect you to the degree and extent you allow yourself to become amenable to them, or you find the position of realizing these things are amenable to you. That thought, memory, emotion, and even the energy of others is something that you can alter and change as a function of your will, so that one could be angry or upset with you and you are not disturbed by them, because your will transcends the energy that they would seek to induce you into. So you are here in this delightful experience of consciousness and creation, each and every one of you. And there are many dimensions to this. There are dimensions of beings around you right now that you can not see or hear with your eyes or ears, but they are around you, waiting to assist you and guide you if you are willing and open to learning. But we encourage you too to understand that certain qualities of vibration will attract and manifest certain conditions. If you are frustrated or upset or sad or depressed, we encourage you to change those emotions internally first before you seek the guidance and assistance of others around you. If you are looking for guidance and assistance in your suffering, you are more likely to attract more suffering, not less suffering. But at any point in the process, if you realize suffering is not who you are, it is simply something you have learned. Sadness is not who you are, it's something you have learned. Depression is not something you are, it's something you have learned. Understand, as you gain more familiarity with the nature of what you are as a soul, a spirit of universal light, on the threshold of a galactic and universal community that you can enter into once you understand the fundamental simplicity of your function of creation while living in a physical dimension, which is quite remarkable, don't you think, that you can use and learn the function of matter, time, and space as a learning device to understand that you are creating intelligence, that you are not simply a body. You are not simply a collection of thoughts and emotions. You are a awareness, a soul, able to articulate the function of creation through the non-physical realms of thought, energy, and the physical realms of matter. That these are interrelated elements like the gears in a Swiss watch. Thought, emotion, and matter are like the gears in a watch, that once you learn how to coordinate these three elements, you become more familiar and you will begin to learn the function of creation, which is your natural state of being. You are a creator by nature. The moment you came into existence, you came in to create, to experience, to learn, to grow, to evolve. And this is the delightful message we wanted to offer to each of you today. Yes, I understand. So yeah, this is the kind of day it's been. Hi, Curly. Thank you. I like my eyebrows too. Thank you for following me. I really appreciate that. Nathan Plunkett on TikTok's asking me, hang on a sec. Let me take a moment, Nathan. I just want to say thank you to the Divine Collective for being present with us today. Yes. They're also saying that the energies being imparted, because we are not the only creator beings. They're saying there's also beings, the galactics, the divine entities, the ascended masters. These beings are also creating and evolving, and there's energies coming in on many spectrums, energy coming into this dimension on many spectrums, both the visible and invisible spectrums. These energies, which that we are calling ascension energies, afford every individual across many planes and timelines to integrate these energies and elevate your consciousness up through the function of creation. It must be consciously chosen. These energies are they're non-judgmental energies. They're coming in. The dominant emotion and thought that you live in is what's going to configure the energy into your experience. And humanity collectively, yes, I understand. So humanity collectively is going through a process where collectively we are learning to experience what happens if we are more in fear or more in love. And we're seeing what happens if we live more in fear than love. You get people living in desperation. You get the planetary poverty. You get all kinds of confusion and fear. That's going to create a very different experience. They said also that the function of love is very different in terms of what it manifests in our experience. So understand that these energies you're receiving, where you're feeling out these, especially these next 10 days, it's going to be very intense. It's going to be because it comes from the galactic center via the sun, and then to the other planets. The energy gets downgraded down to each planetary system in this solar system, and integrate these energies lovingly. Like when you meditate, learn to meditate. If you don't know how to meditate, learn to sit your body down, learn to quiet your mind, learn to get your emotions to be still and calm. Because once you get your mind and body calm, your emotions will be much more stable and settled, because there's nothing distracting or disturbing your energy field. And then learn to integrate these energies coming in with love. Like accept that love is what is coming to you right now. Accept that love is the dominant energy coming into your life. If you can accept that idea that love is the dominant energy coming into your life, you're just that idea alone, just the idea that love is the dominant energy coming into your life. That concept, think about it. That love is the dominant energy coming into your life. Just holding on to that thought, even if it doesn't seem that way around you, consider the possibility that love is the dominant energy coming to your life. And you stay in that energy. The more you stay in the vibration of that thought form, you'll start to generate that energy in your biology. And you watch, because things will start to change around you really fast. So yes, Nathan, do I have a message? Would love to hear what comes from my energy. Oh boy, Nathan, I'm getting the delight of joy and excitement from you. There's this, you've got these, I'm going to use the term sprites, because that's, their energy is very fast and rapid, but they move around you a lot. Yes, playfulness is very important for your energy. They're saying that your playfulness is very important, to engage your playfulness, the delight of your playfulness, and share this with others. This is, if I could use this term, Nathan, playfulness is your superpower. They're saying it needs to be developed more deliberately, but they're saying that really is your superpower, playfulness, to cultivate playfulness. They're saying not the playfulness of silliness, but the playfulness of excitement and joy and creation. You must understand that the words that we will use will have very many meanings according to each and every one of your own understanding of that word. Playfulness in the context that we are communicating to you is literally the playfulness, the joy of your being creating. Understand this. But playfulness is very important to you. That is your superpower. I like that. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, these sprites are really fast around you. They're not sitting still, like they're moving around you, like in a clockwise and then counterclockwise. It's not the back and forth, like you're 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. No, this is like this. They're building up a charge by this movement around you. They're building up energy around you. So if you can feel their energy, tap into them, because that energy, if you can bring it into your body, you're going to get inspired and you're going to get directed. Wow. Thank you for that, Nathan. I love those beings, by the way. Hi there. Hi. How you doing, guys? Do I accept donations? Yeah. Hey, absolutely. We're totally open to donations. We give 10% of anything that comes into a group we call our Underground Railroad, which supports and helps to disassemble the child sex and trafficking rings around the world. So please, if you want to donate, you can do so through my PayPal account. Also, you can become a supporter of my Patreon account and participate in the monthly event that we have there with our patrons. Other places you can donate, you can use the super chat feature on my YouTube channel. So if you want, you can do that. But yeah, PayPal, and you can just search for William Michael Forbes on PayPal. On my YouTube channel are all the links for donations. And again, I guess I can put that up on the TikTok channel once I figure out how to do that. I'm still learning some of the technologies, but thank you so much. Any support you can give is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for following me. I really appreciate that. Angel's asking, can I speak on the Ascension sickness, please? I feel I've been dragged through a bush. Okay, first of all, understand biology in the human realm is affected by energy, which is emotion. It's important. Yes, I will. So there's a male figure that wants to come through for you. He's very tall and he's wearing a long white gown and is literally like a pillar of light, but he's very, very regal in his appearance. And he wants you to understand that it's important to shift your attention from your suffering to the possibilities of joy and freedom and liberation. Tell her this. Tell her to do this, to shift her attention away from the distractions, what she calls this sickness, for the very nature of the word precipitates the very thing and maintains the very thing she is seeking to be liberated from. Consider the possibility of joy, of happiness, of vitality. Even the speaking of a word, when you understand that a word generates a vibration, then you can move from the vibrational vocabulary that is detrimental to you and your biology and shift to a vocabulary that is beneficial to you and your biology. The vibration of vitality, the mere word. Consider the word vitality and consider the word freedom. These words create an energy. When you think or speak these words, you invoke the energy. And if you are training yourself to become sensitive to these energies, and many of you are very sensitive to these energies, the words that you think or the words that you get communicated to from your environment, they carry energies and vibrations that will affect and influence your creative process as you can affect and influence the creative process of others. But please tell her this. She must understand the power of her word, her thought, and the energy that words and thoughts generate in both the realm of emotion and the realm of biology. Wow. Thank you so much for that, Angel. I really appreciate that question. Wow. Hello, freak of nature. Good, beautiful morning. Hi there. Wow. Getting a handful of people. Hey, good morning, Con. Hi, Nancy. Nancy's asking, what is my superpower? It's funny. First thing I got shown was a ball of yarn that was kind of there. It was just a ball of yarn. Again, I'm just receiving this. I'm not going to try to assign a meaning to this because I'm not sure what it means. It could mean anything, but I'm getting shown first a ball of yarn. And then the next thing I'm being shown is like you being upstretched and you've got the sun coming down on your face. So how's that translate into her superpower? Yes. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm getting. I don't know what that ball of yarn means. It's this grayish brown ball of yarn, and it's just starting to be unwound, and then you in the sun, like literally just taking in the sun, taking in the light is kind of like that, is taking in the light. I'm not quite certain what the meaning of the ball of yarn is, so I'm not going to try and guess because it's just not fair. Um, it's just not fair. Thank you, Nancy. I really love that. Hi, Katrina. How are you doing? A question from Katrina. Can I please get a next steps message? Wow, Katrina, thank you for asking that. There's this sound that popped into my head as the question was being read. It was this sound like you've ever heard the sound om, but it's not like that. It's a higher frequency sound. You need sound. You need to focus on the sensation and the energy that sound brings into your body. That when you direct your body to make certain sounds like ah, e, o, different sounds. Yeah, they're saying you can tell me to tell you, you can calibrate conditions in your life by learning to articulate the frequency of sound into your body that is of a higher nature. Yeah, tell her this is her guardian angel, Jared. Yeah, it is important. He's saying that you need to understand that you can recalibrate your biology and the conditions by understanding and experiencing the function of your use of sound. Right. Tell her to sit quietly, to play like a child with little sounds, to make different little sounds, to make loud sounds, to make quiet sounds, to find out which sounds bring in frequencies that are pleasing, empowering, and exciting to her. She needs to really experience her ability to do this. She has the capacity to offer this form of healing to others when she understands it thoroughly herself. Yes. Jared is also saying that you can call on his energy to guide you during that. You can call on his presence when you're sitting the body down and you're making sounds like oh, and to really become connected to that energy, but also call Jared in and ask him to be with you. That's cool. I like that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the question. Yes, we did that. Thank you so much. So somebody's asking, Mina on TikTok's asking, can you ask my spirit guide for help for me, please? Okay. We want you to pause. We want you to listen very carefully and feel the vibration of the words that we're communicating to you specifically. Breathe deeply now. Breathe your body deeply. Direct your body to breathe. And when you allow your body to exhale, give your body the permission it needs to relax. Your first step is to recognize that the anxiety and fear that lays in you must be placed into stillness. You must entrain those emotional energies, those anxieties to be still. You can learn the fundamental steps of this by breathing gently and slowly and allowing the anxieties and allowing the body to simply relax. As you begin to experience the body relaxing and you begin to experience the emotions calming, you begin to gain an awareness that the despair that you've been feeling is not who you are, and that you have greater authority over changing the conditions of your emotions than you have believed up to this point. In the process of surrendering your anxieties, you'll begin to recognize that you can bring forth new thought, new emotion into the process of your creation. But this is your first step to surrender your anxiety. It is not who you are. Your emotions are not who you are. Your emotions are the energy that's been structured and configured by the nature and quality of your thoughts and acquired experiences. But emotion is not who you are. It's the substance of creation that moves through the body to compel it to actions, to bring forth energies into this dimension that cause effects of creation. But emotion is not who you are. It's the energy that you have, all of you have available to you. Wow. Thank you so much for that question. That's great. Wow. So Lauren's asking on YouTube, what is the message from the owl that came to visit us, and what is Tyga's connection to them? There's two things I'm being told. To be open and non-judgmental, observant. What it is you are seeking to receive, you must observe when it comes. There's an opportunity that he's been calling forth. Be eyes open, and just be aware of what is moving in and around your life. Yes, being told to tell you that the owl is simply the indication of being open-minded, non-judgmental, but also aware enough to recognize what is coming in that needs to be accepted and what needs to be ignored. It's funny. They're telling me that the owl, normally sits upon a tree when it's looking for food, and it just kind of looks around till it sees something that moves, and then it gets the nourishment it needs. There's an event and circumstance that's on the peripheral of your lives right now, okay? And it's going to come into that peripheral, and you want to be open to receiving and responding to and getting a hold of that opportunity when it comes. But it's right on the peripheral. It's just about coming into vision right now. Wow, it's really cool. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate that. I'm here. So somebody's saying on YouTube, Joel, hi Joel. My body is rejecting food due to my cold. I only want to drink orange juice, which I am. Yes, the words that are coming to my mind is your body is wanting to fast. Your body is wanting to fast. It is time to release the old from the body. Yes, and I don't know personally enough about fasting to offer you a practical three-dimensional solution, but this is what they're telling me right now, that your body is needing to fast. Yes, they're saying that the orange juice is not quite going to do it for you. It's still keeping the old energy in the system. Again, somebody's saying to me that water, a form of pure water, would be very beneficial to you, more so than this orange juice. But do this very carefully. And again, I would recommend, that your body is saying it's trying to release. Also, that cold is also connected to some suffering that's recently happened. That congestion is connected to suffering that recently happened. I mean, there's other things that they're telling me, but I'm not at liberty to share some. If you want to know more about that, you can certainly book a reading with me, and we can go into greater detail, because there's some things that cannot be said on YouTube because of certain functions of political machinations that don't allow, that I won't allow certain things to be said, because it would shut down the channel if it was understood to be a threat to the fears of others. So someone, hi, Juju, how you doing? Juju on TikTok is asking, how do we transmute energy that we do not want, or that is thrown at us, and move into creation? This is a great question, Juju. It's exactly what they're talking about. Understand whether an emotion, if you're feeling an emotion, even if somebody says something to you and it upsets you, the energy of upset is already in you. Your function is to learn to transmute that energy, which is the question you're asking. The simplest way to transmute a negative emotional energy, what they taught me, and I got to say, these beings, when you surrender to people that know more than you do, beings that know more than you, it's an amazing thing to surrender. Find people that are smarter and more intelligent than us, and we'll grow, right? Anyway, I want to say thank you to all of them for being present. But when you feel that emotion of frustration or anger or whatever it is that somebody triggers, that you're suddenly aware you have it, when you feel those emotions, stop. Become aware of the emotion. Turn your attention to the emotion and speak or think these words to the emotion. I'm with you. I love you. I will take care of you. Think those thoughts. Even if you're feeling angry or depressed or sad or anxious, turn to your anger, turn to your depression. This is one of the things they taught me that just blew my mind. It saved me. I wish they had been telling me this years ago, but they were telling me years ago. I just didn't know how to listen. And I'm so grateful that I can hear them now and just receive their guidance. It's so important that whenever you're having a negative emotion, those thoughts, I'm with you, I love you, I will take care of you. Any negative emotions, I do this, try it. For those of you that are listening and are struggling with depression or anxiety, try this. Turn to that emotion inside, because it lives in your body. It's not there for no reason. It's calling for your attention. If it's anger, it's usually connected to pain and sadness. So turn to it and just say, I'm with you, I love you, I will take care of you. And repeat that sincerely. Repeat it sincerely to your emotions, any emotions, even the emotions that other people stimulate for you. You don't have to deal with them. Although I've had very many experiences in the last 4 years where people have come up to me in a very negative energy, and I've turned around and said, thank you, I love you, I understand you. And they just walk away, right? But love transforms. Every thought creates a vibration. So the thought, I'm with you, what does that mean? I'm with you. I connect you. I'm not separate with you. I'm not going to ignore you. I'm not going to deny you. And we get so caught up in this world, most people, in wanting to get rid of our pain, get rid of our anger. I don't want to feel this. And so we try drugs, we try pills, we try alcohol, we try sex, we try all kinds of things to get rid of those things we don't want to feel inside. And yet the very thing we need to do is to connect to them. I'm with you. I love you. I will take care of you. When you start asserting that authority over your emotional energy, you're going to experience a shift inside. You're going to experience your energy responding to you, which is what they're talking about, right? When they're saying, you are not your thoughts, you're not your emotions, you're not your body. These are elements that you need to learn to use in the function of creation. So turn to your emotions. I'm with you. I love you. I will take care of you. And make certain that the tone of thought that you use is sincere, like you really mean it. And then share your comments on what you experienced with this. Share your comments in the comment section on what you experienced today and what you think about some of these ideas and thoughts and emotions and concepts. And again, I want to say thank you to the Divine Collective for being present with us, because without them, we wouldn't be hearing this. We wouldn't be hearing this. Your body is a transmitting and receiving station. Mediumship is a natural functional ability that everybody has. Mediumship is a natural functional ability that everyone has. Why do you think the US, Russian, Chinese, and many other international governments study ESP and telepathy? For that very reason, because they know that the body is not who you are, and that can be controlled and manipulated by your awareness and your consciousness. You're not a victim, you're a creator. When you know you're a creator, oh, thank you for the follow, Rachel, appreciate it. What about my energy? So Citruck 15 on what about your energy? Ah, Well, your higher self has a really, really good energy. You got a really good, you're a beautiful soul from the realm of mind. Yeah, smart too, eh? Scholarly, a playful, dynamic. Yes, you've got a life that you can unfold, that is unfolding. But your energy's good. I like your energy. It's pretty cool. Thank you so much. Hi, Curly. How you doing? She's saying, can you tell me something I need to hear? They're laughing. They're saying, if you've been here for more than 5 minutes, then you have heard what you need to hear. Those that come to hear these words have come to hear what they need to hear. This is not some random event that you're experiencing this moment. This is a manifestation of your creative process as equally as this is a manifestation of ours. Please understand that you're hearing exactly what you need to hear and have been doing so since you've been here with us. Wow. Tanya saying, my friend gets visits from this one owl after mom passed. William, anything about this owl that I can get? My friend owl comes right in your porch. Yeah, there's a guy named a person named Jamie Sams who many years ago I put these cards together called medicine cards. And again, medicine cards are divination tool. We talked about divination tools with the Ascended on Monday, where the divination tools are devices to learn to open up your internal senses of clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance. With regard to this owl, it's funny, we've had 2 owls come up today, right? And I'm getting the same thing, that owls, there's something very close coming into this person's life they need to pay attention to. There's something very close in their life they need to pay attention to and get ready to interact, connect to, and respond to it. It's really cool. 2 owls in one day. Thank you so much. Joel saying, absolutely, when I just started fasting yesterday, 100% to the point. Again, this is just information that gets downloaded through me, right? I received this information from the Ascended Masters. All of our courses and classes are channeled works. These are courses and classes and lessons that are taught by Ascended Masters, multidimensional beings, other humans that have been a high functioning effect on this planet that also come through. It's very amazing. And again, I'm just happy that I get to share this and let this information flow through me to you, because this is a time of ascension. We have 2 ways to go as a species, love or fear. There's no middle path, okay? The Buddha says there's a middle path. The middle path he's speaking about has nothing to do with fear and love. It's a very different thing, and I'll ask him if he wants to talk about that one day, because it would be really interesting to hear his perspective on the middle path. Wow, thank you so much. He just yelled at me. He said, the middle path is soul. He said, the middle path is soul. It is you are neither this nor that, but you can choose either this or that. You are the middle path. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Just scrolling down. Hi, guys. Hi, Mary. Yeah, it's really fascinating how this stuff happens. We're getting close to just scrolling down. Lots of people. Hi, TikTok. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate you people for following me on TikTok. It's really wonderful. And if I don't get to your message, okay, put it under the pinned video for those of you on TikTok. If I don't get your question today, you can put it under the pinned video on my TikTok channel. You'll see the pinned video there. Just put the question you have there, and I'll do the best that I can to get to it, because we get a lot of questions. I can't get to all of them, but if you want an in-depth reading, you can go to my website and book a reading with me, WilliamMichaelForbes.com, because there's so much information that happens and comes through in an hour. It just blows your mind. People often come with 10 questions. That's what we request, 10 questions. And those questions are usually answered within the first 15 minutes. It's pretty remarkable. When you're dealing with consciousnesses and intelligence that is more expanded, their awareness is more expanded. The Ascended Master's awareness is more expanded. So they have greater comprehension of wisdom and knowledge, because their consciousness is not localized to a single point of time and space like we are in our physical bodies. But it's something to explore. Thank you so much. I'm going to take time for 2 more questions. So Mimeo2486 says, I feel an energy in my ears while you are talking. That's the sound wave coming through the technology hitting your ears. But I'm being told to tell you, if you pay attention to the feeling, not the sensation, the feeling, not the sensation, you will it will all cause an alteration in your throat area, the throat chakra center, something you need to express. Yeah, like when you feel that vibration in your ears, a lot of people get caught in the physical sensation. Feel the energy of it, not the sensation. There's an energy that's being given to you through the expression here, right? I'm just a transmitter. Think of me as the radio station, the radio set through which different stations broadcast. That's really what a medium is. One who's like a radio set that just can tune into different you can tune it to different channels, and different informational, different signals will come through. That's what a medium ultimately is. And everyone has the capacity to learn to become a medium, to tap into realms of information and knowledge and wisdom that is outside what your personality knows, right? Where do you think new ideas for humanity comes from? New ideas that we get. Suddenly we're flying into space. And how to build a rocket that can do that, right? They'll travel among the stars. Some of the new technology that they're not revealing publicly, but they can travel interdimensionally. Some of our governments have this technology to travel interdimensionally. Where did that come from? It was downloaded into consciousness, right? It came from a higher plane down in our bodies, where all new ideas and inspiration comes from. Thank you. Oh, right. Yeah, there's so much. Hi, guys. Yeah. If you go back, for those of you that are on TikTok, I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel. There are close to 1,000 different videos of different sessions, everywhere from Odin to Master Jesus to Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, the Ascended, Hermes Trismegistus, Stephen Hawking, many other beings that have channeled their information through this body. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe there, and watch some of the information. I cannot tell you how many times I've received information and emails from people who said, this is exactly what I needed to hear. And I hope this is exactly what you needed to hear, because it's certainly exactly what I needed to hear today. And I'm so grateful that we get to experience this. I'll take one more question on YouTube. And Mary's just saying, William's courses are life-changing. I highly recommend them. Again, I gotta correct that. They are not my courses. They are the courses of the Ascended Masters, the multidimensional beings that work through me. They literally work through me. The lessons that I'm privileged to teach are literally Master Jesus or Buddha, whoever is coming through that day on the program. So you're literally communicating and receiving vibrations and informations from these ascended beings. It's pretty remarkable. And again, to them, all the credit goes to them. These courses were given to us to teach, to allow that process to come through us to whoever's there to receive it. So yeah, you can certainly get them all. Thank you so much for saying that, Mary. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Tanya's saying the same thing. Yes, they are amazing. Yes, the Ascended. I love the Ascended. They were here on Monday. Here it is. Vertical connection to asking on YouTube. The persistent belly pain around the navel, is it due to constipation? There's two things here. The constipation is an effect of the energy blockage that you're feeling in your solar plexus. What you need to do, you need to draw, you need to take the what you're calling the pain, okay, is energy. Your body registers energy on the level of sensation. Our bodies are designed to do that. They're designed to register uh, energy on the level of sensation. So if you're experiencing what you call pain, it is an energy that your body registers, and you call that pain. But it's an energy, and I'm being told to tell you by Archangel Gabriel that that energy is for higher elevated creation. So you want to go into the place where the pain is. Bring your awareness to the place where the pain is in your body, and you want to use your breath and draw the energy of that pain up, up to the place in the temple, the top of the temple. Draw it there, hold it there for a few seconds, and release it with love and grace. You need to elevate this energy up. Do this 3 times right now. Do this 3 times. Feel the pain. Draw the energy up with your breath and release it with love and grace. And do that 2 more times. And before we go, take a moment after you've done that 2 more times and leave a comment about what altered and changed under that direction from Archangel Gabriel before we go. So let's see if we got anything else on TikTok. I do have some other stuff coming up really quickly too. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, you're very welcome. Somebody's saying, wait, do people actually fall for such obvious scams? You know, I really appreciate how you feel about this, because there are a lot of people that take advantage of others, and I'm so sorry that's happened to you, and I'm really sorry that you live in that kind of fear. Learn to use your discernment. Learn to use your discernment. You are not here to suffer, and people are only going to scam you if you believe you're going to get scammed, right? Use your reason and your intelligence when you're hearing words and language. And I understand your fear, and I transmit the vibration of love that I have for you. I transmit that to you in whatever way that you can receive it. And I do that with love and grace. Thank you so much. Again, it's not easy. There is so much, we're in a time in human collective evolution where our leaders are taking advantage of everybody. They're stealing from people. They're making rules and laws that enslave and imprison and cause unnecessary suffering. And they are doing this fully out in the open now. They don't care. And what they've done is they've gotten everybody else to think that it's everybody else. Blacks against whites, whites against yellows, all this nonsense. It's nonsense. We are designed to be a united species in love and grace, not in judgment and anger and fear. Love and grace. And these beings are going to learn what they're going to learn. And we are going to learn what we are going to learn. But please do not engage in the fears of others. Do not engage in the doubts of others. Let your experience be your guide, not your fear. Let your love be your guide, not your fear. And so thank you so much for that, Blacksmith 64. Question. That's a great question from Juju. How do I break generational trauma? By learning how to shift the emotional energy stored in the genetic system. Emotion and thought are inherited. You can inherit emotion and thought from preceding generations, as well as information and knowledge about those experiences. Learning to alter and change the energy you are aware of now will empower you to begin to create a process that will do the same thing effectively forward and reverse in time. In that, when you start to shift energy in the present moment, it radiates out from the moment, and the moment expands and includes everything. Wow. That's pretty cool. Um, thank you. I'm just going to see if Vertical left a response there. Hassan saying, anyone here suffering, it is your soul call to learn from William's life-saving courses. There are 4 powerful courses. Understand, they're not the courses that come through me and the other mediums that participate in the program with us. This is information that comes through me. I just let them do the work through me. I'm literally just the radio set transmitting a signal. Really, that's all I am. I'm just the radio set transmitting a signal of information. And everybody can learn to do this, right? You're not here to suffer. Thank you so much for that, Hassan. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm not seeing anything from Vertical, and I'm getting tight for time here. So I want to thank you, William. The pain feels lighter now. So Vertical is saying the pain feels lighter. Understand, sometimes suffering cannot be transmuted right away. But if you stay with that, and if you comfort your pain, if you turn to your pain and say, I will love you, even though you experience it as pain, if you say, I will love you, I will take care of you, I will never abandon you. You communicate to your pain with a different energy. It will change the pain. Just the same way as you can put water in the fridge and the freezer turns, or the fridge turns the water colder. You put the water in the freezer turns the water to ice. How you interact with your emotions determines how they're going to alter and change. How you interact with your emotions will determine how and in what way they'll change. And suffering is only necessary until it's not. And when you decide to stop attacking your pain and stop attacking your anxiety and stop attacking your depression and stop wanting to get rid of it all and start embracing it with your love and your compassion, you will save yourself so much time and effort and money, and you will awaken so much sooner than you ever believed possible. I want to wish you all much love today. I want to thank everybody for your support, your patience, your perseverance, your questions. Again, if I didn't get your question on TikTok, you can either leave it under the pin video on my TikTok channel, or you can go to my YouTube channel, subscribe there, and leave your question under this particular video. I do read all comments. I want to wish you all much love. I want you guys to have a wonderful and a joyful day, and I will see you guys on Friday. Friday is our free Q&A day. It's just a question and answer for you guys. It's something I'm still getting used to. I usually like to let them speak for me, but it will be for you guys. Look forward to seeing you guys on Friday. I want to wish you all much, much love. Have yourselves a great day.